Hey everybody, good late morning. It's Friday, thank God. It's still hot here in Arizona. I don't know where you're at. I guess we're officially in fall, but it's supposed to be 107 degrees here today, so it's pretty crazy. I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on this week. I told you I'd talk a little bit more about Operation Twist and what's going on right now with our dollar and our money. So I do want to give you a quick update. If you haven't heard or seen, stock market has crashed this week. We're down roughly 800 points. Gold and silver are crashing as well. Silver is down to $30. It's down 15% just today, and gold is down to It's down roughly $200 on the week, but it's down around I think 1660, 1670 right now. So absolutely getting hammered. All of these things, and so what's important to know is why are these things happening? Not that they're just happening. They don't just happen for no reason. The markets are always driven. Ben Bernanke, who's the head of the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank that sells paper dollars to our government, came out and they're doing Operation Twist, okay? This was done like before I was born, I think back in the 60s, I guess, and it really didn't work. It's supposed to add consumer spending because what it does is it drives down interest rates. The Federal Reserve, they sell off their short-term loans and they buy long-term loans. What they're trying to do is increase the price of the long-term and stay off the price of the short term, so that people can refinance their houses, have lower mortgage rates, and it's absolutely asinine to me because we have the lowest interest rates we've ever had, and that's not fixing the problem. So why is lowering them even more going to help? I mean, maybe if you can refinance your house and get an extra $50 or $100, I'm not saying that's not going to help you or give you money to spend, but this isn't what the economy needs to get out of the depression that we're in. Anyways. It's tanked. Gold $200, silver $12. Silver is down to around $30 right now. The reason that all these big things happen is when the Federal Reserve makes announcements, hedge funds go into markets and they shorts and longs and they huge buys and huge sell-offs, and this just drives the price and makes it extremely volatile. People just holding physical gold and silver don't drive the price nearly as much. I mean, it's mainly the hedge funds that when we see these swings, and basically Wall Street and hedge funds didn't like what the Bernanke of the Federal Reserve said earlier this week, and apparently they must not have a lot of faith in it because it's devastated markets so much. What it's doing, this is from Silver Futurist, who's Silver Futurist runs a silver blog here on YouTube, and his channel, I mean, he gets like 5,000 views, 10,000 views, sometimes even more than that, but minimum every time he puts out a video. Guy's got a massive audience. He's an economist. He really knows his stuff. And I asked him a question this morning, and he answered, because I asked him, I said, what was it that the Bernanke said that caused the markets to do what they're doing? And a lot of people compare what's going on this week to QE3, but when QE2 happened back last November, it had the opposite effect. It drove precious metals up and the stock market up and stuff. So he said, Operation Twist does not explicitly involve printing out copious amounts of money to help revive the economy, thus further aiding to inflation and devaluing the dollar. Operation Twist involves the Federal Reserve selling their short-term treasuries in favor of long-term treasuries and attempts to drive down interest rates, thus temporarily aiding the strength of the fiat paper dollar. Operation Twist and quantitative easing are in no way related, other than stimulus, I threw in, but Operation Twist is the eventual precursor to QE3. I agree, I think QE3 is still coming. I was saying that the other day. So anyways, the dollar it's the only thing that's up. It's up like $4 in the last couple weeks. It was around 74 for a while. It's up to 78 now. It's the only thing that's benefited from this. So this is the personal Joshua game and takeaway on this. The Federal Reserve's doing anything they can to keep the dollar alive because the dollar represents the whole debt system. If that collapses, they could lose power. So they'll devalue what they're selling as much as they have to just to keep the system alive. And in the short term right now, that's good for the system, but they're still doing more and more of the same things because they can't stop. It's like they have cancer. They have to print money, and it's killing them slowly. Have a great weekend. We'll talk soon.